New Year resolutions are always very funny. We every time make some New Year resolutions to make sure that we get a new change in the new year. This year in 2021 we are expecting many changes. We are going to start a brand new Happy New Year, and I'm sure all of you by this time have made your resolutions and you are once more ready to live a new, prosperous and happy new year. Have you ever wondered that how we always make a resolution and sometimes we are too much excited in fulfilling those resolutions, but once the 31st Eve is over and we are basically on the first day of the new year, we somehow get discouraged and we once again start living the same old life. What exactly happens to us? Where exactly we lack in our motivation? What exactly is the reason that why we fail in fulfilling our resolutions? It has been seen that most of the time when we make resolutions, we get too much overwhelmed with our excitement, we get too much overwhelmed with our aspirations, and we tend to load ourselves with too much of expectations on ourselves, and sometimes we get overburdened with our own expectations and we tend to feel that we have almost achieved it. But when finally, with all the booze and excitement of the night is over, we find these resolutions are really a mountain to climb, and it becomes really difficult even to think of those resolutions which we make. And once again, we start waiting for one more year to make resolutions. So this year, if you really want to really fulfill your resolutions, you can do it. You can be the change this year, but for that, you have to watch this video till the end. Hi, I'm Pramankul Das. I'm an international motivator and trainer. I always like to come with this kind of positive videos and wish you all Happy New Year 2021. So you are going to listen to this video to understand that what exactly we can do so that we become a change this new year. Here I am going to give you such important tips which can really make you believe that you can be the change this new year 2021. The first thing which you always have to ask yourself, that what exactly is the force which always pulls me down? Because when you make a resolution, you always expect so many things from yourself, but you often forget that your resolutions are only known to you but not others, and that is why you sometimes miss your commitment. So my friend, if you are next time making the resolution, go tell your friends, go tell your dear and near ones so that they come to know your resolutions. So what will happen? They will really come to know your resolution. So you are not only committing yourself, you are committing your friend and dear ones also, so that they come to know that what exactly are the resolutions, and they tomorrow can be your support system. They can work as a system who can always help you in fulfilling your target. They can every time remind you of the resolution which you have made. Always good to share your resolution with others. When you share your resolutions, you always can understand that what exactly are your strengths and how you can every time remind yourself with your resolution. So it is good that if you share your resolution with your friend and dear ones, so just go for it and tell them that what you have thought to do yourself. The second thing, what you should always do is, you most of the time do not have a clear visual idea that what exactly are resolutions. So you must clarify your resolutions, because many a times we have always seen that people make a lot of resolution. That, for example, someone has said that this new year I'm going to every day go to the gym. This new year I'm going to make sure I'm going to read at least 2 books in 1 month. But how many of you really think that how much it is achievable for you? So you have to have a clarity of your resolution. So you must clarify that what exactly is possible for you, what is achievable. Because if you make a plan, if you make a resolution which is not achievable for you as per your routine and as per your daily work, so you might find yourself stressed. It is better to clarify the resolution. And number 3, you should always understand that behind every resolution there has to be a proper planning. So make a plan so that you can make sure that your resolutions are really going to be fulfilled, because without a plan no such ideas can ever see the light of the day. So make sure that you have a proper plan to follow up. And the next thing, which is always important, many people always get frustrated just for the reason because they think that they are at a guilt, because when they cannot fulfill their aspirations, when they cannot live up to their promises, they get stressed up, they get too much negative, and they start thinking that since I have not been able to fulfill my goals, so that's why I'm negative. Remember, these resolutions are a way to make you feel better, make you perform better, but it should not be the way which actually should be a reason for your stress or becoming negative. Rather, you consider that I have set a resolution for myself to make myself better, to perform better in my field of work, but it should not be the reason for a burden or a stress for you. So that is why it is important for you to reframe your resolutions. If you are not today at level A and you are at level B, don't worry. It is just the extra level of effort which you would be giving to yourself so that you can perform better, and very soon you can see yourself in level A. The next thing which I'm going to tell you, that is the point number 5. It is, you should not think of always the result. You should not always think of always the final result, because many times people think of only the result, that what will be the final result. So stop focusing on the result. If you're every time thinking of the result, remember, you are never really focusing on your work. So start focusing on your process, start focusing on the way how you execute. Because if you every time think of the map when you are trying to travel, what will end up? You will end up crashing your car. So it's better that you only focus on the destination, but you should understand that how you're traveling. So stop focusing on the destination and make sure that how you execute. And the 6th point which I'm going to tell you is very important. We all must know that when we should take a break. Yes, many a times we get too much busy in getting the performance out of ourselves. We get too much ambitious. We get overloaded. We get overburdened with expectations. But it is important, you must know when you should take a break so that you can take a deep breath and relax. You can really get some time with yourself, with your family members, and you should get some time at your own solace so that you can get that energy. You can restore yourself to come back harder so that you can do the best. And point number 7, which I'm going to tell you, is equally important. You have to really push yourself harder, because many times you will find that there are situations when you are really coming to a place when you hit the plateau. The famous Bruce Lee's saying that sometime in our life we really come to create some limitations around ourselves, whether it is physical or mental, and we tend to always get limited by those concepts, but we actually come to hit a plateau. But we should not stay in the plateau for a long time, and that is why you should move on. So in life, we also sometimes come to such plateau where we actually need to give our best, so that we need to push on, so that we can give that extra effort to go ahead that limit of stagnation, and then you are very near to your desired success. And then the very important point, which is always important, we should always stay away from the people who are the critics or the doubt makers, because life is full of people who doubt you, and the biggest doubter is you yourself. So never have self-doubt, never have doubt with yourself. that you perhaps cannot do it, always believe if you have the dream, if you have really the courage to make the resolution, you have the capacity, you are capable in doing that. So stay away from the critics and never give in those criticism which always say the negative thing about you. So stay away from the naysayers. And number 9, which is very important for all of us, is that we must understand that we should always remind ourselves that every time we do whatever work every in our life, we should be motivating ourselves with the positivity within ourselves, because day in and day out it is our positiveness which really propels us to achieve our desired goal. And the positivity every time you keep in yourself is going to make you one and more stronger, and finally you can see that the power of motivation is recharging you to go ahead in life. And finally, the 10th point which I'm going to tell you is, always remember, whatever happens, whether you succeed or you fail, but you must stick to your plan, because you have to fulfill your resolutions. Keep practicing, keep doing, keep grabbing every day your resolutions, so that this new year you can live up to yourself and you can be the change, because you want to change this 2021. Happy New Year, friend. Stay motivated, stay blessed, stay recharged.